But if somebody wants to be more of, I don't know, I guess more self-contained that way, the coffee enema is a great tool.
Yeah. Let's talk about coffee enema. I haven't done one yet, and I've just never, Adam was probably the first person to tell me that he's
it's
mind to do it.
It's interesting that, I first got introduced to it because I had a enlarged gallbladder. One of the symptoms I was having with some Crohn's issues, and it was so painful, and a doctor recommended that I do it, and it instantly brought my inflammation down.
Wow.
In my bladder. And then I started really learning about Gerson therapy and how effective it is for a cancer treatment. And so basically there's certain, you can use pretty much any type of coffee, but you want to use the green coffee, and you boil it and let it, you boil it, let it steep, and then cool down. And
please let it cool down.
Room temperature is always preferred, right? And then a stainless steel set up with the catheter and all that stuff. And then it's just, it's a little bit of a process. Yeah, it's
right up the anus.
It's not, it's not the most sexy conversation to have with people, but
sure enough,
I've had people just hug me in tears after introducing it to them, and seeing the results that you can get with it is phenomenal. So I'd say if you want to go the more, specific route in that way, it's a little more time consuming. But the push catch is another great option as well for cleaning the liver.
Liver
and gallbladder, yeah.
So when it comes to the coffee enema, what's exactly happening? Because coffee is a stimulant, so it's obviously absorbing into our colon. Is that what's pushing stuff out?
It stimulates the bile duct, which causes it to contract and release.
With the bile duct of the gallbladder?
Yeah, so the colon, it travels and it stimulates the bile, the portal vein, and it stimulates the gallbladder to let it relax and open and secrete. So that's what it's doing. It's not because a lot of people are like, why can't I just drink coffee, right? Or, that kind of thing. And so there's a definite, and it used to be in the Merck journal, but they took it out.
They took it out of the Merck journal?
They don't even sell really enemas anymore. Then they sold this little guys that were just like, just like rectum type enema. Just because it's only affecting a small part of the exit of the colon. And a lot of times, when I went through Ayurvedic training, people were doing bags of enemas. Like, you did 3 bags that would cover the whole intestinal tract, itself.
3 bags?
Yeah, 3 bags, to really clean it out. Now a lot of people go to colon hydrotherapy, which I'm not a huge fan over. I think that 1 quart is enough for an enema bag if you're going to do it. And I think changing your diet and supporting the liver and doing some of the other cleanses. I've seen the extreme in cleansing and chelation, and what my theories are based off of helping people that are toxic, that are being introduced to it. So I looked at a lot of different things, and when I worked in a clinic, I had to be very careful. I was being overlooked by a couple of doctors, and they were very supportive of me. And so I look at things that are effective, that can do the job without imbalancing people, correcting the imbalance, not causing a problem, and not being, stepping out into the unknown and causing issues. So I think that if you stay with 1 quart,
1 quart meaning
start with just water, pure water. Yeah, because
for a colon cleanse, just start with water.
Because when you do the coffee enema, you have to retain it. The blood in the liver transfuses every 3 minutes. So you want to do about a 15-minute, retaining. And for most people, this is very hard. Yeah, you have to really get into that mind space and breathing and everything, and really kind of like come to that point. Because and then there's times where there's just you want to release it. You have to release it, and it's one of those things that no one's great at it the first time through. You have to kind of give yourself a little bit of grace and go from there and work on it.
So do you recommend people do that just with water first? Clean water, obviously, spring water? Or
always spring water. Whether you're cleaning your sinuses, your eyes, cuts, wounds, whatever, you want to either spring water or you want a reverse osmosis.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then how often should a person, be cleaning their colon through a coffee enema?
I would say if you're starting off in it, you want to utilize this as part of your healing process. I'd say like once a week.
Shut up!
Yeah,
really?
week, yeah.
For forever? Just
no.
Okay.
Anything
Once a week for how long would you?
Anything that you're ingesting or doing, I think that you need to pulse it, or you need to titrate it. Make it so you're not doing the same thing every day.
Yeah.
The body adapts to everything. So you want to be able to initiate the response that you want from it. Not only that, most people have to live in they can accommodate it for a certain point, but then come back to it or whatever and find other things. Maybe it's, you did coffee enema, push catch, or, that kind of thing, work around it. But ideally, within a calendar year, figuring out the cleanses that you want to do.
Yeah, let's talk.
And how you want to do it. So, starting off cleaning, the cleansing of the kidneys. It's good to do that probably, at least, once, twice a year.
Okay.
The liver, I would say do the liver every quarter, every 3 months, clean the liver, especially if you consume alcohol, if you're eating fast foods, if you're under a lot of stress, you have a lot of anger in your life, or, your skin's bad, or, there's certain things that just aren't improving in your life, but you're still not figuring out what it is. Every quarter, do a liver cleanse. It's 5 to 10 days, and then there's things that you can do to strengthen and support your liver too. Coming from a background in Chinese medicine, the liver is everything.
Yeah.
So you want to constantly be giving it love and understanding and stuff like that. Don't overeat. You overeat, that overtaxes the liver. So there's so many things that we can do, getting enough water, keeping, a good balanced hormonal system, keeping our kidneys strong, keeping our energy levels up, oxygenating the tissues, all those things that coincide with the liver health. And then you have the GI, which we're so prone to overgrowth of candida, yeast, parasites, fungal infections. So, and they're easy to get. If you have pets, you'll have them, right? Eating out, you eat, all you have to do is go over a friend's house and have an undercooked piece of meat. The pathogens that come in from that.
Yeah. Sushi, I fucking love sushi, and I have to be careful. I have a bunch of ginger just because
yeah, I mean that's
what it's for.
That's one of the ginger is a powerful thing, but your hydrochloric acid levels too. So when you do a GI cleanse, so when you do a cleanse, and my thing is really going after parasites and fungus and even yeast, if it depends on the person.
Right.
And I've seen drastic improvements in people's health. I've never gotten more referrals when I was working in the clinic than women that I worked with that had a candida overgrowth, and you're not developing, really good friendships initially at first when you give them the anti-candida diet, and then the supplements and everything that they got to do. But when they see their skin glow like it's never glowing before, and their friends see that, then they want some of that too. And that's really the thing. But as you kill off all those, the parasites, yeast, all those things that are in there at different levels for different people, showing themselves, perhaps not showing themselves in certain ways, then from there, reestablishing good gut flora bacteria.
Thank you guys for watching this little podcast clip. I am on this journey of growing and finding people that could best influence us with the best information, the stuff that the mainstream can't cover and won't cover, and that even experts that me and you both know will not touch because they don't want to get canceled and whatnot. So I'm trying to find this uncensored information to share with you guys. If you guys like it, please leave a like. If you're also a person trying to improve their life with real information, not things that are on the mainstream, please subscribe. And thank you for watching, and thank you for joining me on this journey. Peace out.